Skip the intro, we're starting in medias res. Hello and welcome back to DarkenEmber Forge. Here I am in an awkward position, right? I'm going to do a project in the middle of a project because I have found that having a piece of metal to set these knife handles down makes them much easier. This is just after knife 3 for what it's worth. Anyway, be right back and we'll show you what we're working on. I expected that to bend closer to it. Heat it back up, you ding dong. I think we're getting there. Maybe not. If it's not painfully obvious yet, I don't know what I'm doing. I just had an idea and I'm trying to make it happen. Literally just a bent piece of metal, but it's set up so that it works diagonally across these to hold itself in, and it sits pretty solid for something that isn't spring-loaded or exactly fit. In the long run, I'm going to give it a little filing, clean it up a bit, polish her up a tad, but for now, I'm going to go continue working on my little knives. I have this nice, happy little tool. Oh, for pity's sake, how long have I not been recording? In case we didn't see it, number 5 developed a pretty serious crack coming out of that. I blame the sharp edges from working everything with the square. That's my guess for why that happened. Just formed a little crack and pushed it through. Could be something else entirely, but that's what I'm running with, because each place where it ended kind of has a smaller version of that. So it was very sad to sign this one and number it 5, because in my mind number 5 was going to be the auspicious one that got everything just exactly how I wanted it. So it goes. And here we are with number 6. This one has about the proportions I want. It's like a finger and a half for whatever purpose that has. I didn't do as good a job getting the edge, or the edge centered. However, it's fat enough that I can correct that with filing. Now, file this side harder than that side. So it goes. There's 6, on to 7. I can tell that's a 7. I think I like 7 even better than 6 here. The grip, so to speak, is just slightly longer, but then the blade is also longer and wider, but a little bit thinner. I don't know, it just, the extra width of the blade makes it feel more proportionate. I have a new target, as I figured I probably would. Let's see what number 8 does. I'm glad I'm not trying to record these 100% of the way, because I forgot to take the old stuff off and filled up my dang video or storage card. I really spoil myself and teach myself bad habits with this mild steel. Can practically cold work it, and that teaches me to keep hammering long after I should have stopped. That's not straight. And here's 8. This is the last one I'm doing today. It's not too far off from 7, though the pommel, for lack of a better word, got a little shorter, and the blade's a little bit thicker. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go get these cleaned up a bit and then bring you back for some afterthoughts. From left to right, we have 1 through 8 here. Now I know I said I was going to file on a bit of an edge to them. As you can see, they're just kind of brushed a bit to get sort of a dappled spot removal. Now, why is that? Well, one thing that I forgot to do, let's see if I can't emulate it, is when I was looking down to see how straight the blade edge was, I'm like, oh yeah, it has some wobble there, sure, but that could be filed out. Actually, the camera is not showing it as well as squinting at it with one eye. But when you look at it from the other side, I'll get my fingers out of the way, it becomes relatively easy to see that the whole thing is tilted to one side. So all those times when I'm like, wow, I did a pretty good job lining the edge up. Well, the edge was in a pretty close to a straight line, but it was not in a straight line with the edge of the knife. So instead of stopping to try to, I don't know, fight against them and see what I could do, I decided just to give them a quick little polish just so they'll be something, and go from there. I'm thinking number 7 here is probably going to be my target going forward, trying to make them in roughly this size and shape. Another thing I learned, I need to knock the edges off that flat guillotine tool, because it kind of bites into them and makes sharp little cuts that have a nasty habit of cracking. Because once you start the cut, a little force can just sort of push it aside. Hence why number 5, never saw the light of day, so to speak. Yes, I'm going to try to make them roughly on that pattern. I would like a little bit bigger end, a bigger pommel butt cap, just so I can continue numbering them without making such a big problem. It's kind of funny, at these sizes, they're almost like camp knife level for little camp mess kits and whatnot. But I figure something like that would be pretty good just for a practice target. I just need to make sure that I get a lot more focus on keeping the bevels even. That will be my big goal for the next one. So there was a set of practice. I'm not going to jump right into the next one. I'm going to do a handful of other projects first and then come back to it and do these occasionally now and then, just to keep working towards getting my hammer blows better, getting my bevels aligned, working on figuring out how to do that. I might try to figure out how to get I might try to make some tongs to make this much easier on me. But for now, I think we'll call that good. Thank you for joining me on this practice session. Please like if you like. What's that they say? Like, thumbs up for practice. Woo! Something like that. And of course, don't if you didn't. Or, the dislike button's right there. You can hit that instead if you prefer. And leave a comment. Well, let me know about what do you think of seeing this. This is a very important process. A nice, long, boring practice. But it's not the most, most exciting. Should we keep these things in going forward? Or should I just reference to them? Let me know what you think. I would certainly appreciate it. And as always, have a wonderful day.